Hello guys, thanks so much for checking out the FrostmareTV Classics channel. Tonight it's time for another dose of ghostly sightings from the past. Let's buckle up and stay frosty.
While many believe the following things to be paranormal, or at least otherworldly, there will be never any proof to these claims. But the events that are about to follow are pretty unsettling. Today we will enjoy a new episode of 6 unexplainable and strange things caught on tape.
Number 6.
A bar in Mexico is claimed by many visitors who had the chance to spend one of their evenings there to be super haunted. Spoons and forks apparently were thrown off the tables by unseen forces and energies. Customers even complained about chilly breezes that were noticeable in certain spots at the location. A lady claimed that she felt someone touching her back when she was having dinner with her husband. These mysteries could never be fully explained. Last night, the security camera caught something strange. As the night guard is zooming in onto the screen, we can clearly make out a face that appears to be smiling. Does it belong to a deceased customer? What do you think?
Number 5.
This boy from France was home alone during the week, which in itself was nothing unusual, since both of his parents were working. He stated that he always was interested in the paranormal and occult, and that the weekend before, he played around with a ghost board at the friend's house. Nothing happened that night. Now, several days after this event, strange activity starts to unfold in the four walls of his family. The young boy starts to document the strange happenings and eagerly hopes to find the source of the ghostly activity. It doesn't take long until he feels really uneasy, and something tries to startle him even more. Was it a poltergeist?
Number 4.
Another case of a nightly disturbance. This young man was woken up one night by loud bangs and noises that came out of one of the rooms. His parents were away on vacation and nothing out of the ordinary ever happened at the family home before. The guy said that 2 nights in a row he was plagued by sleep paralysis and that he always saw a shadow man that slowly walked towards him while he was nailed to his bed. He had a small figure and an evil grin on his lips. As he follows the noises into the bathroom, he captures this. Could it be that it was the same demon he was dreaming about?
Number 3.
A girl from China was on a trip around the world and recorded a lot of videos for her travel diary. This particular night, she was talking about a Japanese temple that she had visited a couple of days earlier. Ever since she left the temple, she said that a strange magnetic static was present within the vicinity of her and a friend who was coming along on the trip. But nothing spooky happened so far, so she was not really concerned. This was when something eerie started to take place in the background of her hotel room. Laughing it off at first, perhaps she ignored the ghostly activity. The poltergeist, or whatever it was, seemed to have wanted her attention pretty bad. Number 2. Not much is known about the following clip. Two young boys are documenting strange events that seem to take place in a building close to their home. Also, their parents can't be found anywhere, so we can assume that they were not present at the time. While the boys are investigating a building, something seems to catch the attention of one of the boys.
What are you guys doing here? Alexandra? Go, Taylor, get out of there!
Seemingly terrified, they make their way back to their own home. As they are fighting with their fear and chatting with each other, a strange figure seems to have followed them home. And it appears that it leaves the two boys in a lot of dread. When they decide to make their way down to the living room again, these terrifying figures are captured. Do you have any explanation for that? Number 1. An old recording from the early 2000s. A bunch of friends from England were investigating a basement of an old apartment complex. Friends have recently started to use one of the abandoned rooms as a practice room for their band. While they were not on the hunt for anything paranormal or creepy, the man who is filming with his cell phone all of a sudden captures a dark figure that is standing in one of the rooms. He gets spooked pretty bad and tries to come up with an explanation of what could have been the reason for this scary specter in his recording. Shortly after, the man departed. Never could they find out if they have captured a real ghost that was roaming these old rooms underneath, below the earth.
Jeff and his girlfriend were living at a new place for about half a year. Nightly disturbances and even screams were waking them up quite regularly. At a point it got so bad that Jeff decided to check on those weird noises.